little bit different than what you've been doing. When you grab the wrist, and you rock back with your opponent, make his hands go flat to the mat. Okay, make him post. I want my opponent here. If my opponent is here, the world is my oyster. Leg locks, arm bars, front headlock, back takes, anything that I want. If my opponent is here, not quite the same. Okay, so I need him stretched out, splayed out, and me underneath him. That's going to allow me to hit whatever technique I want to hit. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, I keep my focus in. Okay, I'm going to grab up grips on his wrist. And by the way, just so you know, you can do any grip you guys want. Okay, over, under, whatever you want. Just up grips are pretty easy. I mean, for the most part, they're always available. I barely ever don't get them. Sometimes you'll see me maybe do one of these, and then I shoot in and throw their hands back. But for the most part, this is pretty readily available grip. Now, once I'm here, hips go to heels. And when the hips go to heels, I throw his wrist back behind me, like this, right there. Now I can be on the hips, I can be on the armpits, I can be here, and I can cut a good angle. I can do whatever I want to do. Okay, buddy? I'll sneak you in the balls. Sorry about that.
Could do that too.
We got that right. We got that camera. Now, once I'm here, another thing I want you guys to emphasize when you're doing this technique, this is an explosive technique, guys. Like, I'm not a wrestler, but when you shoot a good shot, for those that don't know what a shot is, it's this kind of thing where you dive down low, he goes down, has the other foot up and over, just a basic example. When a wrestler shoots a shot, that shit is fucking explosive. That's what we're doing here as well. You can be a little lazy with this technique, I won't lie to you, I often am, and I still get it. But with this one, if you really want to have good timing, if you're going against a good opponent, you want to make this a fast technique, okay? So if I'm here, as soon as I get my grips, it's on. Hips go in, drop them back. Okay, and now I'm already on the legs. You guys know me, that's how I play the game. So I'm gonna be here, okay? So those two corrections need to be made. You start with your up grips. When you rock back, make sure his wrists go flat to the mat over your head. And also make sure you shoot in a little bit more explosively. Wrist, scoop up, and then make whatever transition you wanna make. And a few of you guys were experimenting with some pretty good ones. So experiment with whatever you want to experiment with. Like I said, it's really going for a body bod. You can wrestle off of this. I'm not a wrestler, I won't pretend to be, but if it's something that you guys want to download, go ahead. Make those corrections, and I want you to try to flow into a technique next. All right, any questions? Okay, let's give it a shot. Who's one? Thanks again, Manny. Yeah. Ready to teach today or what?